everyone, my name is Rafael Vigiel and I would like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. I know I was away for almost a month, but I had my family over and they came all the way down from Poland, so I've decided to take 1 month off from YouTube so I can strictly focus on them. I don't see them quite often, so that's why I've decided to spend a little bit of time with them, recharge my batteries with them, and I can just fully jump back on my channel and just start creating more content. On the top of that, I was invited to Imagine USA 2022, where I had a presentation on headshots. And I would like to thank to all the organizers and volunteers and everyone who was involved to making this event possible. I just want to say thank you for inviting me and just giving me a platform to speak about what I do. I was extremely honored and I'm just so thankful that they included me, they invited me to help me to get there, and they really look after me to make this whole thing work. Not to mention, I was able to meet some of the top photographers, interact with them, talk to them. I was also able to participate in some of those amazing presentations from top photographers from United States, which I've learned a lot, and I just want to say thank you for that. Okay, so let's jump into our today's topic, and I want to talk about mirroring. And that has nothing to do with mirrorless cameras and all those crazy stuff. This is a completely different thing. But before I jump into that, I just want to point out a few things. First of all, I've decided to take this channel to a little bit different level. And what I mean by that, I just don't want to talk only about gear, lighting, settings, all those cool stuff that most photographers would like to hear about. I just want to bring to this channel something what's gonna definitely help you with headshot photography, and I would like to bring some other important elements of headshot photography what's gonna take your skills to another level. And that's why I've decided I'm gonna talk a little bit about psychology, about some little things which they can definitely take your photography to another level, but they're not necessarily related to gear and lighting and all this technical stuff. I just want to bring a little bit of different flavor, and I hope you guys gonna like that. Those things definitely help me with my photography, and that's why I've decided I would like to share those stuff with you, because that allows you to look at headshot photography from completely different perspective. Okay, so let's jump into today's topic, and I want to talk about mirroring. And mirroring, it's a behavior, and I just want to start with Wikipedia definition what mirroring is, and then we kind of go from there. So mirroring is the behavior in which one person unconsciously imitates the gesture, speech pattern, or attitude of another. And I know you can look into this. There is way longer definition of that which gives you much, I would say, clear understanding what that is. But I've learned about this when my son was born, and one of the nurses told us that the kids have this amazing ability to sense your mood, to sense your behavior, to sense how you feel, and they're gonna mirror that behavior from you. And that was kind of like a breaking point for me, which I was kind of understanding how I even interact with my clients, because I've noticed that if I was in the bad mood or I had some issues going on, I was going into the photo shoot, and typically what was happening, my photo shoot didn't turn out well. I was getting this weird face expressions, I couldn't connect with my client, I couldn't get them where I want them to be. And that's actually, I started realizing that a lot of those things coming from me. So me going to the photo session where I was, in the bad mood, the client was mirroring my behavior and was mirroring my mood, and basically was just projecting this, and I was just capturing, basically, maybe not myself, but I was just photographing my mood. And that was kind of like a really wow moment for me, because I was just like, oh my god, like this whole thing has sense. And I could really feel that on those sessions where I had some issues going on. And also that comes kind of all the way around. When your client comes in to your photo shoot and they have some issues and they are in the bad mood, or they have some problems which they cannot handle, and they basically just kind of showing you all this stuff and you mirroring this from them, and then this whole photo shoot kind of go down the drain because you cannot really get them where you want them to be when it comes to their face expressions and mood, so you can create some interesting images. It's basically, you're not going to create the images which you're looking for, and that's extremely crucial. And we do this apparently subconsciously, so we really don't even know about it. And this is something which we need to really pay attention to, especially when it comes to the headshot sessions. I know it's a different story when it comes to weddings or any other type of different shoots, but headshot sessions are very personal, and you are with your client face to face, you're working with them, and they gonna look at you, and based on what mood you are in, they're gonna mirror that from you. So you have to remember that, because again, if you're gonna be in the bad mood, they're gonna reflect that from you, and you're not gonna be able to get the images which you're looking for. And this is something which I want to discuss, and I want to kind of dive in deeper on this, because that's definitely going to help you with your headshots if you know about it. You understand what it is, how that works, and what we can do about it. So typically right now, what I'm trying to do, knowing this behavior and in knowing this thing which might definitely impact your headshot session, you have to leave all your problems literally behind you. I know it's not easy, I know it's hard, and sometimes we have those really major issues in our life, or we have some problems which they're gonna stick in our head, and we're gonna analyze them, and then it's really hard to handle them throughout a photo shoot. But we have to somehow learn to literally leave everything and just go with the positive mood to the headshot session. And the same applies when your client comes in and you notice right away there's something wrong. If the client is pissed off or is angry or there's something going on, you need to somehow navigate it and try to get this client to some kind of positive mood, because that's going to impact your session. And again, I know it's not an easy process and takes time. So typically what I'm trying to do is, first of all, I need to start calm myself down before the shoot. So nowadays I'm really, I would say, more in control than I was back in the days. Also, I'm trying to work in the environment which is calm, which is nice, where my clients feel safe and they feel welcome, and you know, they're gonna feel some positivity from me. I always turn out some nice music on the background, some nice calm, so it's gonna also helps them to calm their mind down. And again, and I'm trying to navigate conversation with my clients where they can jump on topics which gonna make them happy, and they're gonna basically be in the mood, which gonna help me to get some fantastic images. I could go on and on about it. I would highly recommend it to dive into this topic. It's very fascinating, and there's a lot of into it. There's some amazing books about it. If you just basically type it mirroring behavior, all list of interesting articles will come up. I would highly recommend it to dive into this, read a lot, because that's going to definitely help you to again understand this process a little bit better, and that's going to definitely help you with your headshot session. Because what's going to happen, if you're going to be in the right mood, your client's going to mirror you, and they're going to project those amazing face expressions. And the same other way around. If your client comes in a positive mood, you're going to be happy as well. It's going to be just like back and forth, spreading this positive mood on each other, and that always brings something interesting, and it's going to bring something positive. It's going to definitely help you with your headshot session. Okay, I hope that was interesting. If you have any specific questions about it, again, I'm not a psychologist or doctor. This is something what I've learned on my own throughout shooting my sessions. I'm really fascinated about those other elements which can definitely help you with your headshot session. So again, I hope there was something you can look into this. I highly recommend it, and I'm 100% positive this is going to help you with your headshot photography. So thank you again for watching. Stay tuned, and I'll be in touch with you guys very soon. Bye bye.